Next game, Rams at the Bills. This line opened up Bills -3. It's down to 2. A lot of public action coming in on the Rams. So the Rams are one of these publicly backed underdogs, and we saw one last week with the Vikings and the Colts. The Vikings failed to cover. So who do you like in this game?
I'm all over the Bills. I kind of got the vibe that the Rams might end up being a public dog here. And, as good as the Rams played through 2 games, it's important to look at the opponents they played. So they barely beat the Cowboys in week 1 after their offense kind of stagnated after success early, and they were able to get pressure on Dak Prescott because he was missing his right tackle. They got lucky that Jalen Ramsey drew like a pretty bogus flag on that last play against Michael Gallup. So, they could have easily lost that one. So I think we're talking about it in very different terms if they do lose that one. Last week, they crushed the Eagles, but that's a team with minimal wide receiver talent. Jalen Ramsey erases one of the playmakers for the Eagles on every play. And then Aaron Donald going up against an injury-ravaged offensive line. Like that to me, I know we were on opposite sides last week, but it always just seemed like a big mismatch, at least on that side of the ball. But the Bills look a lot different. The Rams don't match up as well with them. The Bills defense will be able to erase one of the Rams' top receiving weapons, whether that's Robert Woods or if they go after Cooper Kupp or Tyler Higbee. They have Tre'Davious White, so they can do it. And I think if their 2 linebackers, Matt Milano and Jermaine Edmunds, are back, or at least one of them, they'll have an easier time containing Higbee. They'll pressure Jared Goff, force him into mistakes. They have enough talent up front to get that pressure against what's not a great Rams offensive line. It's better than what they had last year, but it's still not very good. And then Josh Allen is the most mobile quarterback the Rams have faced so far, so he can kind of negate the pass rush pressure that the Rams have been able to get these last 2 weeks. So I think everything points to the Bills here, and even the Rams are allowing 110 rushing yards and a touchdown a game to running backs. So Devin Singletary and Zach Moss can help carry the offense, though it should be Singletary more. Listen to me on this, Sean McDermott. You got to learn not to give Zach Moss so many touches. But anyway, all that said, the Bills, they should just be bigger favorite than 2 at home. And this line moving in the other direction just makes me even more confident. I'll probably go Bills -2 for 3 to 4 units. I want to see the injury report on the linebackers before I lock in anything, and we'll see where this line takes us, because if the public keeps backing the Rams heavily, this could move down even a little bit more.
Yeah, what Andrew was asking is if Milano and Edmunds would play, and that's like the $64,000 question right now. Like, we don't know if one of them is in, like you said. I think the Bills will definitely cover. I think the Bills are the better team for sure. I just think they're built to win the Super Bowl right now. It really depends on if Josh Allen progresses and doesn't make mistakes. And, he had some fumbles in week 1, a little careless, even though they won easily. Week 2, he played so well against the Dolphins. I know Byron Jones is out, but he was so deadly accurate. Even the announcers were like, they're like, can you believe how well Josh Allen's dealing right now? Like, he threw for 400 yards. He was amazing. And I think if he continues that, the Bills have a chance to go the distance, I think. I feel like they're a lot better than the Rams. And I think you did a good job of detailing like their wins so far. Like, they could have lost week 1 to Dallas, and week 2 against the Eagles. I think the Eagles are trash. So, their combined wins of teams, they're 1-3, and easily could have been 0-4 if Dallas, if Atlanta pounces on that onside kick. So I think the Rams are overrated right now, and I don't know why they're getting so much public action. And I think this line should be above 3. I think the Bills are kind of substantially better than the Rams if they have their linebackers, and the numbers agree with that. My number is Bills -3.5, but both the computer model and DVOA say this line should be -4. So I think we're getting good value with 2, given that we get across 3, the number one most key number in the NFL. So I'm with you. I like the Bills for 3 units. I might go to 4. So depending on it's all going to depend on the injury report, like you said.
Yeah, and I've been happy with the progression from Josh Allen too. That's a big reason I'm in on this game. Like, I think he's got a legitimate chance if he keeps going like this to people will finally stop saying that he's a bad quarterback, which was always just a poor argument anyway, because quarterbacks take time to develop. And he clearly showed growth, unlike the Mitch Trubisky's of the world. So I'm glad to see him doing well.
Yeah, I heard an opinion from someone ahead of week 1. I won't say their name. It's like a national guy. And he said he took the Jets over the Bills because, and I'll quote, Sam Darnold is better than Josh Allen. And it doesn't look good right now. Allen looks great, and yeah, Darnold is just not very good right now.